you want a discount?
I need a discount from a friend. I like the car, but there's no way. I went online. There's no way I'm going to pay. I need at least $1,000 off for this car.
Okay, Tony, I understand. And the reason you want a discount is completely 100% our fault. We have conditioned the customers over the years to ask for discounts because we have always made the prices higher than they needed to be. And then we require them to go through a very difficult, head-butting, painful, stressful negotiating process to get the discount that they probably should have had right off the bat. And consequently, most people complain about how difficult it is to buy a car, how much time it takes to buy a car, and the misery involved in spending $15,000, $18,000, $20,000, $25,000, $30,000. Now, we used to do it exactly the same way. So we're as guilty as anybody else in this business. The one thing that separates us from every other store up and down Peachtree Industrial here, and quite frankly, almost every other store in Metro Atlanta, is we have taken a different path at this point in time. You know, we put a low price on the internet, which attracted you here, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and you liked the car.
Right.
And we've treated you with the respect you deserve as a customer. But at this point, every time you've ever purchased a car, you've demanded a discount, and you've always gotten one. Yeah. Okay? You know, the way we've done it made it almost impossible for a customer to understand or believe what a good price was. Because we'd start here, and the customer would say no, then we'd go here. The customer would say no, then we'd go here. The customer would say no, then we'd go here. And quite frankly, it was sort of a war of attrition. We just would wear the customer out. But if you start here, and the price keeps coming down, when do you really know that you've got the best price?
You don't.
Okay, and right now, you don't know that you got the best price on this car that you can get.
Right.
It's up to us to prove that to you. Now, we've got help. I'm going to show you a report, which isn't done by us. Okay? A few seconds ago, I was on the CurryHondaGA.com site. Now I'm on the PureCars.com site, a completely separate site. We have a relationship with them, and I'll explain that in just a second. But this is a third party who does these reports. The question pops up, who are we? And by the way, that's not us at Curry. You know me, you know our store. This isn't us. This is PureCars.com. These people do market research in an effort to help consumers figure out what a good price on a used car is. And the way they do that is they compare it to other like vehicles out there. In fact, I'm going to show you in a few minutes a bunch of other vehicles just like the one you're looking at and how they're priced. I'm going to show you a bunch of other vehicles just like you're looking at, and I'm going to show you what they sold for. And if you want to, you can go out there and look for those vehicles. But I don't think you'll want to. Now, what's our relationship with them? Well, we are allowed to create a link from our site to their site, but we have to be transparent. We have to show them all the information I'm about to show you. Okay? Now, what am I going to show you? Well, some of the stuff you'll already know. Okay? For example, you know, well, you didn't know either one of those things. This is a graph. PureCars is telling you, not us, PureCars is telling you that this car, priced as it is $2,167 below market price. Okay, and I'm going to give you some examples so you can look for yourself. Now, these are the option highlights. You remember what the car has. You remember it's a Mini Cooper. It's got a manual transmission. You said you liked that. It's got traction control. It's got these cool headlights, the ABS brakes, the power mirrors, the tire pressure monitor, the front wheel drive, and the power steering. This is the Carfax. Okay. The Carfax. You've seen them on TV.
I was wondering if it was a clean Carfax.
Right. The Carfax. The Carfax guarantees you this. If anything was not reported to Carfax from the DMV, they will buy this car back from you. Should you take it in, let's say you have a fender bender a year from now, and you take it in and the body shop calls you and they said, hey Tony, do you know that this car was hit so hard that it bent the frame? And you go, no. And they can prove that. Carfax will buy the car back from you. Okay? There's never been a total loss declared on this car. There's no structure or frame damage. There's never been an airbag deployment, which means it's never hit anything hard from the front or had anything hit it hard from the front. There's absolutely no accidents or damage ever reported on this car. and there's no manufacturer's recalls that have not already been taken care of. Now, here's the fun part. In our local market, there are 5 other Mini Coopers for sale. Okay? This store right here is asking $4,991 more than we're asking for it, and you can see what the mileage is. This one's asking $445 more, almost $2,000 more, almost $2,000 more, almost $2,000 more. And by the way, all three, according to PureCars, are priced above the market.
Hold on one second. The only 2 cars that are comparable is the one with 120 and the one with 101. So I guess they're still higher. Yeah, these I understand. I've just got 58,000 miles. So.
Right, but here's the way every other dealer in the city prices these things. They price in the old-fashioned way. They profit pack in there. Okay? They throw $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 in there, knowing full well that after they make you jump through a great number of hoops, that they'll end up selling the cars for a price which is way closer to what the market will bear. So as you can see, what we've done is, we could have put $2,000 on top of the price that we advertised it for, and then when you ask for a discount, I can come back and go high five, and we can bump fists, and I can show you a $2,000 discount. It's a fairy tale. People don't like it. We don't want to do that to people. These cars have all sold for less than we're asking for our car. These are all asking a whole lot more. Bottom line is this: we've priced it to sell. You liked the car, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Tell me I've done something right today.
Oh, you've done everything right. It's hard for me to.
I know it is. You know what would be easy for you to do? What would be easy is for you to give me your insurance card, so I can make sure you got full coverage before you take delivery, and I can have you bouncing around in that cool Mini Cooper within an hour and 10 minutes. Fair enough?
There's nothing you can do at all.
We've done it all. We did it all before you got here. You know what? We could go on for an hour going back and forth. You'd hate it, and so would I. Right now, we can take the hour to clean, prep, shine, buff, and polish that Mini Cooper and get it ready for you to go impress somebody with. You have the insurance card handy? Okay.